going to take you on a tour of how I remodeled this. And I'm just going to show you guys how massive this huge building is. But before we do that, I want to make sure you guys are subscribed, as it says down here. And tap the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video, guys. We also have an Instagram and Twitter. You can find this at Gameplays Vids. First, I'm going to fly around my building and just show you how massive it really is. The whole property is huge. You guys can hopefully notice a good handful of updates. This video is worth watching. Now, I'm going to play it. Here's a cool speed run. Okay guys, now coming up here, it's been remodeled once before, and here's the image of it. It looks honestly better in its first condition. As you guys can see, there's some cracked brick here, guys. There will be a drivable car. Opening this door, we have a corridor of a bunch of different rooms. This door right here, which we're gonna open up right now. It's dead space. So if I jump on top of this blue cart thingy carrier, and I jump on top of this bookshelf, that bookshelf, you see this little rolling computer thingy. You have a purple key, new spawn, and it does not switch. So you guys see this other crouch point. If I climb down it, I have to jump on top of this plank, and then, oh, speaking of plank, I need a plank, which I don't have. So as you guys can see here, this whole area, it's been changed. It's part of the elevator. We knocked out a whole wall around here because it used to be covering two parts of the wall. So I made it as open as possible by A, knocking out part of the wall, B, making the other wall all windows. So it's very open. However, I will say there's some residential area above, so I don't know if it's really that good for privacy, considering that part of the house is on the bottom floor. This is not junk stuff anymore. This is called the PRANDIUM, which is the Latin word P-R-A-N-D-I-U-M, which spells Prandium, guys. That means diner, cafe, whatever in Latin. Yeah, guys, we're going to use that old language and use it for something that no one ever uses, okay? So now we also have stoves, sinks, cool door next to what used to be the crouch point, guys. We got rid of that whole brick area and that whole brick wall, and we just opened it up even further, guys. I can't believe that was 2 layers of wall. That's the second time I used 2 layers of wall when I could have only needed 1, and it also gives it a nice cool feel with this nice blue and red color scheme. Now coming over here to this thing that kind of reminds you of the mall with the little crouched plank thing, you have this nice cool soda fountain, and this was all custom. This is all my design. Everything was freehand. As you guys keep coming over to that wall, you guys can see the sign up close and personal, and there's the door that kind of connects the whole system together. We're going to talk about that later. Now, it's a very family-friendly place, guys. You got a lot of big tables. Coming back to that door I was saying, that takes you up to the bathroom door that was in the elevator shaft. This takes you to the garage, guys, which has a nice workbench with a computer, a nice desk. Now you have this car on the floor, which I'm really upset with. It's been acting up. This car in particular. Actually, I've had a few cars that have been doing that in this map. I'm getting like really fed up with it. And we have this gasoline thing over here, so you can plug it in, and it didn't really do the job in this recording well. As you guys can see here, we finally used color block, whatever you want to call them, buttons. It does not work. A lot of things in this map will be fixed before this video will be released. So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, garage door kind of opens up and closes. Now, speaking of garage doors and secret ways to open the car, that car was supposed to be banged through that little closet, that little hallway thing that was weird and pointless. And it also takes you to that little plank thing, takes you to the other entrance, or exit I should say, and then it also takes you down to the pool, to the basement, where I'm going to have my second part of the update, which we're going to talk about later. Coming up here, we have the new residence. Starting over here, we have the powder room, which used to be a powder room, but now has a shower, guys, and we're going to talk about that later. So if coming over here to this guest bedroom, we have the bed, we have another crouch point, guys, as you kind of saw in the shower, and so that's why there's a shower in that bathroom. So now crouching through that little crouch point in the shower, we have the master bedroom, bathroom, which takes you to the master bedroom, which has a closet which is dead space. You really can't put anything into it. Now you have this giant, massive flat screen TV. You have big bed. You have benches. You have filing cabinets. You have all that fun stuff. Now coming out here to this living room and dining room, we have a nice table. You got coffee table. You have all these couches. You got a big flat screen TV used kind of dual way. You have this big, giant, massive counter, guys. It's huge. Now, before we go to that, we also have to talk about this big pantry here, which has, just shelving units in it. Now, coming around to the other side, we also have the laundry room with filing cabinets just because we have the space. Now, coming back to the island that I was talking about, guys, we have seating for 10. We have dual ovens with the hood above, and we have the sinks that are also dual. We have ovens in the back. I don't know why, we just do. We also have another sink. We have fridge, and we also have this crouch point, which takes you from another parkour area that we were talking about earlier on. Coming out here to this area, the walls are very finicky. These color brick wall button things. I never was really a fan of them. There's nice lounge chairs, and you got this nice bar with a nice awning. We also updated the traffic system kind of thing. It was very bad. We now have two-way roads. So coming into the stadium, guys, we have, you drop off your buddy. That's the story we're giving it. You drive your car right of the road because of the clear barrier right there, and you go into the parking garage. Now, when your buddy's done, this is where update number 1 in the security area part of the stadium. So if you're gonna come back out, either you come and drive on the right side of this road. You guys can also notice this yellow triangle thing, which is supposed to represent a speed bump due to another update, which I gotta talk about really quickly. We ripped apart all the roads in my map. It only took me 2 days, but it was very repetitive, very tiring, very boring. But now they're all thin walls tilted. So continuing along the way, you either kind of cut through that little dual way road and kind of park along this area right here, which is intended to be where you pick up your buddy from the stadium, and you drive off. Or this is just bypassing traffic. Forget the stadium entirely. You're just driving, and you're just driving along junk and stuff. You have nothing to do with the stadium. You can just drive off. That's just technically it's the parking garage is meant for many things. Elevator above. In the hotel, the dimensions are very even, so it's gonna be very hard to do. Guys, I want to continue the same elevator kind of spiral thing that I had going on from the connects to the man cave to the PRANDIUM, which is a 5x5 dimension inside, which would be 3x3. So that's gonna be very hard to incorporate in a map like this because of its weird dimension. But I want to connect it and make it go and connect it to the parking garage. We will be doing a big update on that, guys. I think that is it for today's episode. If you guys like the video and you guys want to see more stuff like this in your feed, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, guys, and hit that bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video, guys. If you guys really like the video, press that thumbs up button too. I will see you in the next episode, and as always, comment for more content. I will see you in the next episode. So.